This is the start of the Burning Mountain Nature Reserve walk up to the top of the Burning Mountain, which is a naturally occurring burning coal seam, apparently burning about 30 metres underground. There's sulphurous smoke rises up out of the ground. We're about to take the walk up. It's a 4.5 kilometre walk. It supposedly takes 2-hour return. This is a view from partway up Burning Mountain, and the rock face over there that you can see is called Windjin Maid from the local Aboriginal people. It's the Dreamtime story of how Burning Mountain was created, being the tears of fire that came from the maiden who waited for her husband to return from a fight with other Aboriginal people. And he's sitting there on the ledge still, turned to rock, and the tears that she cried is what caused the fire and Burning Mountain. This is the way ahead on the walk up Burning Mountain. And looking out across the view there, you can just make out the New England Highway. So we're here between Scone and Murrurundi. Now we've actually now entered Burning Mountain Nature Reserve, having walked up through, on a well-formed track on a farmer's property which the National Parks has installed there. So we're actually in the reserve itself now. Some of the things that you'll notice in the park, as far as wildlife is concerned, you'll see kangaroos and sulphur-crested cockatoos, king parrots, blue wrens, plenty of flies, and a few other sort of things getting about. As you walk along the path here at Burning Mountain, an area of forest that looks like this is where there is the burning coal seam underneath. It's baked the vegetation, killing it off. It begins to green up again in the areas where the burning seam has passed, or the fire has passed. So we're approaching our destination, which I believe is up there. So this is just part of the scenery along the track. As we look out over the Burning Mountain, there's a wallaby enjoying the heat up there. I don't know if you can make that out, towards the right. I'll lower the camera a little, be in the right corner of the frame. As I stand here, you can actually see the shimmer coming off the ground from the heat. I'm not sure that you'll pick that up on the video, but it is warm here. You can smell what smells a bit sulphury, I think, and this is what's been, the ground has gone this way because of the burning coal seam underneath. I don't believe it's burning down this way at the moment. I could be wrong, of course. I can't see any shimmering heat in this area. Okay, it's this white area that we're looking at right now that I can see the actual shimmering heat coming off it. quite intense actually when you look at it. I doubt that you'll see it for the video camera, but it is coming off from centre of screen at the top of the white pile is where it's coming from currently. As you look at the ground around here, you'll see what looks like brick-like material. Now that hasn't been imported to the site. That's what the heated coal has done to the soil. It's heated the soil and it's caused this naturally occurring brick-like substance. And it's all through this area. And quite a contrast. This is the other side of the viewing platform. You can see it's quite a wonderful scenic vista. No evidence of the burning coal seam here, but yet it is just a little bit around, and we'll come around and you'll see it. As we start to enter the picture now, you'll start to see it coming through the scrub there. So quite a transformation. Up there at the right hand corner near the log is where you'll see that wallaby or kangaroo back facing us at the moment. So quite a contrast. There's a fig growing up near the viewing platform. You can see the figs beginning to develop there. We are looking down the pathway and back towards where we're heading to the car park. I suppose it took me about 20 to 30 minutes to come up here. I expect to be a bit shorter going down. Now you would think, given the prevalence of this particular plant species growing in the region, I don't mean just here on the mountain reserve, but in various other spots that I've spotted it as well, you would think, there's just a little one there coming up, you'd be almost forgiven for thinking that this is some sort of a native indigenous species of cacti. It is, however, yet another example of an introduced species becoming firmly established in the Australian bush. And as such, you can join a long list of such feral species, including foxes, cats, cane toads, water buffalo, etc. This is a plant species, however, and there's been a few of those as well. This is called the, it's a pear, tiger pear, I believe. So even though there are steep sections on this walk, spaced out along the walk are these sorts of seats. So, you know, plenty of opportunity to have a break and enjoy the surroundings. As you look at this native plant, see there's a fluffy sort of thing there. Well, that's got an insect in it that's sucking on the sap of the plant. But the thing I really wanted to notice is you need to be careful when you see this plant, because you look at the branches, you can see the thorns there. Imagine falling into one of them or brushing against that. You know, all up and down the branches. So just something to be careful of in the bush here. This is the reserve at the beginning of the Burning Mountain walk. Now, you can see there's a few caravans here. Now, I would have taken this to be more of a day use area. I really don't see the attraction of it as a sort of camping area come caravan park, except that it's on the New England Highway. So if you were travelling north or south for that matter, I suppose for a one night stay just to get some rest, it's probably not a bad spot. But other than that, I just don't see the sense of being here any longer.